Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 28th Monday. A lot happened in the market since we made a last video, that was a few days back. Banknifty has reached all-time high level of 43,347 and Nifty is yet to hit the all-time high, but even Nifty has had a pretty nice bullish move for almost 3-4 days, half of last week. Now if you see the all-time high level for Nifty, it is at about 18,607, around 18,600 is our all-time high level, which I think most probably might get achieved tomorrow or this week. It's just about 100 points higher from here. Now before we see our levels for Nifty and Bank Nifty, we'll just have a look at the global market, what happened so far. See, the Dow Jones on Friday had the futures at least had a pretty strong closing. It has closed about 174 points higher, and this is putting us at about 30 points or 40 points gap up urgently. So we could get some sort of a gap up on Monday. And if I just look at the Dow Jones chart, so this is the daily chart of Dow Jones, where we had a nice breakout of this black trend line. After that, the black trend line that I marked, right, that is where we were expecting our first resistance. We broke out of that. The next level of resistance was at 34,220, and we have like comfortably closed above it with a nice bullish candle. So above this resistance, the straightaway target is this, that is 35,400, around this area, right? So we'll have to see whether this is a good strong close or whether we're going to get a follow-up, that is this candle that I'm marking right now, whether we're going to get a strong close and go higher, or are we going to get some kind of a red candle over here and start slipping. So this level is something that we'll have to watch out for. But as of now, the bullishness in the market is intact, there's no doubt about that. So I'm going to come back to our Bank Nifty chart and just show a few more levels on the daily chart. So this is our Bank Nifty daily chart. Now I'll just move to different time frames just to see how we are doing so far in the market. I'm going to shift to a monthly time frame, and there's something interesting, and I've been sharing this pattern in some of my videos even previously. See, if I take this highs from 2015, right, somewhere in 2015 Jan, and connect all these highs on the monthly time frame and connect this zone, right, kind of if I form this zone, every time we have come here from 2015, we have taken some sort of resistance, 1, 2, 3, this was the COVID fall. Then again in 2021 we have taken resistance here. Then again the same year 2021 we took resistance here. Now we are exactly over here. We have few more days left for this month. So we'll have to see if this kind of again forms a wick and comes down, or we finally break out of this and move higher. That only the price action will tell us, probably next week when this month is over. But this zone, the zone that I marked in this kind of orange shade, is something that we have to watch out for. This is something that I've been tracking for quite a few months. And if there's another interesting thing is, see, this was the COVID fall on the monthly chart, right, from Jan 2020. If we take the exact Fibonacci retracement of the COVID fall, right, we are exactly at 0.16 of the retracement. So if in case some correction has to come in our market, right, this can be a very good spot for the market to turn on the downside. So these are the levels that we'll have to watch out for, and I'm going to mark this level. This level is exactly coming at 43,000. Sorry, yeah, this is exactly coming around 42,950, right? I'll just draw the fib levels again. See, when we had this COVID fall, obviously we knew when we were coming up, if we place the Fibonacci retracements, right, on monthly chart, everything is the target. Like 30%, 50%, sorry, 60%, and finally we have achieved even the 0.16%, right? So if this crosses, the next target is this, but that's not going to happen in very soon. This is a monthly chart, so it can take years together to go here. But if some sort of a retracement happens, this can be a good level for the market to retrace a little bit on the downside. So this 42,900 is something that we'll have to watch out for. Now this is the daily chart of Bank Nifty again. See, after getting this nice breakout after all this consolidation, we kind of broke out and made a high of 43,300, right? After that we got a nice red candle on Friday. So some more correction is possible. My view is we could probably test this level of 42,600 before going up, something like this. If not a clean fall, but like in a choppy way, come closer to this level and go higher if you're going, or break this down and come down. This is just the overall view, that what I expect, but not something that we can easily trade on Monday based on this. For trading on Monday, we have our 15-minute chart. This is a 15-minute chart where I mark few levels. We'll be using this. And again on this chart, there are a couple of interesting things that I want to point out. So I'm going to shift to an hourly chart now just to show these two trend lines. The two black trend lines that I've drawn, right? The slanting ones. See, there is one level of support where I'm marking now. We have taken support here. So again, in case we get a dip, there's a good chance along this black trend line we might take support anytime next week. So that is one level that I'm going to mark and watch out. Sorry, keep it on my radar. See, in the live market, marking levels will be a little difficult situation, right? So it's always better if you have all your support and resistance marked. So in the live market you can just execute. And the second, the first and the other trend line is this, the immediate black trend line, where we are kind of taking support 1, 2, 3, and almost we came to test this trend line on Friday. So even on Monday, tomorrow, in case we get a slip somewhere close to this trend line, if we get a nice bullish signal, I don't mind taking a long entry here. We can expect some kind of a bounce from here. But yeah, if this breaks, obviously we have our lower levels marked. Now that's on the hourly chart, these two trend lines, which I'm going to leave it marked. Now on the 15-minute chart, we have many levels to play around with. See, as of now, SGX Nifty is indicating a small gap up, right? So in case we get a pretty flat opening, we could easily take kind of a pressure in this area again, 43,000. And once this low of 42,880 breaks, right, we could slip further until 42,680. This is the level that I'm watching out for, 42,000, around 42,600 tomorrow. And an intraday bounce can come at this gap, the small gap. Always when we fill the gap, the market will bounce on. Now say if tomorrow we slip, right, come fill this gap which I have marked over here. Always when a gap is filled, there will be a bounce. I've shown many examples in my video regarding the gap theory, where if the gap gets filled, immediately we'll get a bounce. So that is one thing to watch out for. And yeah, the lower level support are at 40. There's a pretty strong support over here at 42,600, and even if that breaks, there is another small gap area. I don't think we will fall so much as the VIX is low. And ultimately, if we continue to fall, this level, that is 42,475, is again a very strong support. I'm going to mark that level, that is this 42,478, where multiple times we have taken resistance and then we broke out, right? So when we come down again this area, we might take some good resistance for sure. And on this 15-minute chart, there's another thing that I want to point out, which beautifully worked on Friday, is using the moving averages. Yeah, something is wrong with this chart. It's not updating. We'll try to get it on this chart. See, I just want to use the 20 EMA in red. My other indicator has some issue, so I'm just adding this, and the blue is the 50 EMA. In the weekends, the indicators sometimes tend to work a little slower. Now on the 15-minute chart, you can see that on Friday, see, this is the fall that we had on Friday, right? You can see that how beautifully the 50 MA never broke. Even though this one candle came down, immediately there was a buyback. So it is without a doubt, this level is a pretty strong support, right? That is 40, almost like 42,900. The moment we close below the 50 MA on Monday, then we can try and look for a short. Until then, we see, until this level is broken, it's kind of pretty obvious, right? You see how it has taken a support on Friday. Unless this level is broken on Monday, we should not be looking for a short. And if this consolidation breaks like this consolidation between 43,069 and 49,050, if this consolidation breaks out, then definitely we can think of going long with first target as 43,200 and 43,340. See, my personal view is, obviously nobody should take a trade or anything on my personal view. Please try and do your own analysis. See, we started some down move after getting a nice good bullish run. We started some down move. We kind of made this lower high, came down. Now we are consolidating. We could make this kind of a like a flag pattern, or what do you say, rising wedge, whatever kind of a consolidation pattern. We could make this type of a consolidation pattern, and it can be a pretty broad range between 43,060 and somewhere over here. We could consolidate, and then when we finally break down, we could make a new low closer to 42,600. So wait for this type of a consolidation and break. That would be a better entry according to me. And if we look at the CPR for tomorrow, we have a beautiful CPR. Beautiful meaning, see, whenever you have the R1 and the previous day high pretty close, right, and the S1 and the previous day low close by, then most of the times this ends up being a good day to trade. In this type of a CPR, if we get a pretty flat opening, there are good chances we can make some money tomorrow. There will be a nice move, unless we get off a very huge gap up or a gap down, right? I don't see that happening. SGX Nifty is only indicating a plus 34, so we should be good in terms of the gap up or a gap down. And I'm just going to go check the Nifty chart quickly. See, on Friday when the Bank Nifty was showing some bearishness, right, Nifty was kind of bullish. We didn't see all that bearishness in Nifty, so I'm going to mark this level as a very good resistance. It kind of made this double top on Friday, that is 18,538, right, and this low, this neckline for this double top will be here, 18,450. If 18,450 breaks, that is, if this level breaks, right, for tomorrow, it's a nice shot. Even Nifty can be a nice shot until, say, the first level of support would come over here at around 18,368, and then we might even come down to fill this gap at this level, that is 18,300. Obviously 300 points fall in a day when the VIX is only about 15 is not possible. So always, whenever this India VIX, right, what is India VIX, you can just add it in your, it's just volatility index, right? Whenever it is 13 at an pretty all-time low, not all-time low, sorry, at the recent low, if I check this on the daily chart, see, all the time when we were having that nice momentum was when the VIX was at 2022. Right now it's at 13. So when it is at a pretty low level, the maximum we might move is about 300 or 400 points in Banknifty and about 100 or 200 points in Nifty, not more than that. And the other thing before we end this video we need to check is the OI data. Why I'm carrying a bearish view on Monday as of now. This can completely change on Monday morning at 9:15 itself. When the market opens, this OI data can change, but as of now, see, if you see, the call rating is more at 43,000. This is the overall open interest. Put rating is there, but not so much as the call rating, and above that we have some pretty okay call rating at 43,200 and 43,100, and the put rating is nothing, right? Until 42,500 there is no support based on the put rating, right? And if you see the change in OI, even the change in OI showing what happened on Friday, a lot of call rating came in at 43,000, and the same on the upper side. On the lower side, though the call rating never came so much, but even the put rating has not increased, so showing there is some bandwidth for the market to move lower, probably until 42,500. See, now this is Friday's data, right? According to Friday's data, so based on that we are taking this bearish view, but this can change completely on on Monday morning, so we'll have to relook this data before taking any trade. That's it. Thank you.